and welcome to the Epilogue. I am your host, Elda Berri. And on today's show, I'm going to be talking about something I love to do, which is going on road trips. And I'm going to talk about one of my favorite places to go to, which is Randyland, a magical place in Pittsburgh, PA, that is an artsy place. If you love to see items get repurposed, there's an artist named Randy Gilson. He is a super talented artist, and he takes trash and turns it into treasure, remaking it into amazing artwork. Randyland is one of the most colorful, magical experiences you'll ever go on. I went there with my best friend when I went to go visit her during the fall, I think it would be about 3, maybe 4 years ago. And she took me on a road trip up there. We went on the bus and I got to ride the bus up there. We explored a couple places like a garden, and then we went to the zoo. But one of the most magical places for me was going to Randyland. Randyland is so colorful and vibrant. It's like if you've ever seen the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, with the bright colors from Gene Wilder's costume and the magical place that Charlie and the rest of the characters enter into, it's kind of like that, but no like edible wallpaper or any of that, but it's just so magical. You see lots of opportunities for photo ops. It's one of the most popular places in Pittsburgh, PA to explore. There's a book place where you put books in. There's mirrors hanging up, bicycles, old television sets, anything you can imagine. And it's different every time. You won't see the same thing twice. He always manages to find beauty in somebody else's trash. And he gets people to help do the artwork. And I actually got to see him this year at my best friend's wedding. And he was just a character. He is quite a hoot. But when I went there, there was a little sign not that far away when it had like a bank. There was a bank there, and you could put your troubles into this bank. And I thought it was the coolest thing in the world that it was a troubles bank. And I loved that. You could put, your little troubles into this little trouble piggy bank. And I thought that would be so cool if you could put all your troubles into a trouble piggy bank. So I'm going to recite for you something called the Troubles Piggy Bank. It's brand new, first time you'll ever hear it, so I hope you enjoy it. If I had a Troubles Piggy Bank, I'm sure I'd have enough grief to store within the vaults of my soul. They'd be stored up, and if I had enough chips to cash them in, I'm sure I'd cash in $1 million worth of problems. But they would be worth nothing compared to the joy, unfathomable and priceless, when I speak of all the wonders of hope to put my heart into. Nothing compares to such a joy that is found in the Lord alone, who takes my troubles and turns them into hope, repurposed for His and His alone. Hope you enjoyed that very first poem I've had in my head for a while, and hope it brings you a smile to your face. And if you ever go to Randyland, please check it out. Another place you should check out next to that is called the Mexican Streets, which has beautiful artwork by Mexican American artists. It's really cool. And don't forget to stop by some of the local food trucks and the local cafes, where you'll have conversation, wonderful coffee and tea, and lots of amazing eye-opening experiences. So that's it for today's episode, and I hope you will tune in next time. If you love what you're hearing on this episode, please become a patron on my Patreon page, where you can sign up for as little as $1 a month and get some cool, and the longer you sign up, the more cool merch you can get, such as stickers, mugs, t-shirts, and more. Want more merch than that? please sign up for my Ko-fi page, ko-fi.com/purplelicious, where you can get some Purplelicious merch, including celebrating something called a Brainiversary. So what's a Brainiversary? Find out on my page, ko-fi.com/purplelicious. Tune in next time for more interesting stories, poetry, and more.